Have you ever wondered what sets some companies apart from others? No matter the industry you're looking at, there are some organizations that somehow are able to stay at the top consistently. Do they have better products, better clients, better services? Maybe. But the key to getting and staying there are their people. And that's why in today's video we'll explore how you can leverage the individuality of your people by creating a high-performance culture in your business. I am Alessandro Carpentiero.
And I am Linda Groundforce. We at Beyond Sapiens help you and your team to maximize your productivity.
We all know the vital role culture, together with the vision, mission, and core values, play in any business. After all, they define the foundations on which to build the company. But as great New Year's resolutions fade after reality sets in, so often do many grand business theories, given that your focus as a leader is spread amidst many priorities. But no matter what, creating and maintaining a high-performance culture should always be a key focus, given that it can be one of your biggest competitive advantages. Here are 5 reasons why. First, a strong cultural identity can help employees feel more connected to their workplace and motivated to perform at higher levels. This leads to increased job satisfaction, retention, productivity, creativity, innovation, and ultimately better performance outcomes for the company. Connected to that, when a company's culture is clear and well understood by everyone, it is easier to align the individual efforts with the overall business's objectives. In fact, a shared sense of purpose and direction helps everyone understand how they contribute to the organization's success, which further increases engagement and drives performance improvements across the board. Additionally, cultures that emphasizes learning, growth, collaboration, and continuous improvement, which are all pillars of a high-performance culture, create an environment where change and challenges are embraced rather than feared or resisted, which is a key characteristic of building resilience at both the individual and collective level. If all this isn't enough, by developing a high-performance culture, you will also attract great people who will embark with you on the journey toward achieving your business's mission.
As a business leader, guiding your team towards that mission is your responsibility. That's why setting clear goals is essential for the success of your team and organization. However, to effectively accomplish this, it's crucial to communicate these goals in a manner that resonates with your team members. One of the first steps to reach this is defining your goals and ensuring they are SMART: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. If you use SMART goals, it will be easier for your team members to understand the objectives of each goal and how their performance will be evaluated. To strengthen your team spirit and engagement, you should involve your team members in the goal-setting process and encourage them to provide feedback and suggestions on making your goals more tangible and aligned. This is important for your goals not to feel distant and seem like a must, but rather as inspiring, which each individual feels connected to. To achieve this, it is essential to break down larger goals into smaller, manageable objectives to prevent them from becoming overwhelming and distant. This can be a great team exercise as it can strengthen the connection between your goals and your daily actions, and inspire your people to find aspects of their work that are directly connected to the bigger picture. However, one thing you should remember when setting expectations and targets is to set realistic ones. Unrealistic expectations can lead to demotivation and burnout in team members. Therefore, it's crucial to consider the team's capabilities and resources when setting expectations and discussing them together. However, achieving goals is not a one-time event, but requires continuous evaluation and adaptation. So make sure to provide and ask for constructive feedback to re-evaluate your goals and maintain momentum towards your desired direction.
Building an effective team is no easy feat, but it can be done with proper communication and collaboration. key elements to unlocking group genius and achieving high performance. Let's see how to do it. Have you ever been in a conversation where you realize you're not fully present because you're already thinking about your response? It's a pretty common scenario, but not ideal for effective communication. On the contrary, when we engage in active listening, we give our full attention to the speaker and show empathy toward their perspective. This promotes a culture of respect and safety, which is essential for a high-performance culture. But it's not just about speaking. Communication through various channels, such as team meetings, tracking, and project management tools, can help ensure everyone is on the same page. Another critical element of building an effective team is fostering a culture that promotes feedback. After all, it's the only way to grow personally and professionally. Constructive feedback helps team members understand what they're doing well and what they should improve. However, ensuring that feedback is specific, objective, and timely is crucial. Otherwise, it can create friction between team members and derail progress. Specific feedback avoids any feelings of defensiveness and should be based on facts rather than opinions. It's also important to give feedback at the right time, when team members can take action to improve their performance so that it creates a positive feedback loop. Lastly, let's not forget about transparency. Sharing information openly and honestly helps team members feel informed and included, increasing trust and fostering collaboration so that everyone is on the same page and works together towards a common goal. By implementing these strategies, you can create a high-performance team that communicates effectively, collaborates seamlessly, and unlocks the power of group genius.
When building a high-performing team, continuous improvement should be a high priority. That does not only mean improving processes or your product features, but improving individually, collectively, and operationally. This, of course, is a sum of everyone's efforts, so building a culture of constant improvement starts already in recruiting. It is not a lie when people say that only one rotten apple can infect the whole apple tree. And the same goes for business. Recruiting aligned cultural fits is important for many reasons, especially for building a culture of improvement. The next step is the environment. Apples do not grow big and tasty in a toxic environment. So it is important to create an environment that encourages learning, innovation, and growth, both professionally and personally. So people and the environment are the first and most important factors in this equation. The third thing you should consider is the direction. Are your company and team headed towards a vision that requires a culture of constant improvement? This is something often undervalued and overlooked, yet so important. When you build something, the processes are always affected and molded by the goal. So building your goal and vision on top of continuous improvement will start planting seeds of a culture like that. Of course, we should not forget the importance of great leaders who lead by example and uplift their people. As you strive to create a culture of continuous improvement in your team, it is important to remember that a growth mindset is central from the beginning to the end. Encouraging a growth mindset in the workspace means recognizing and rewarding efforts and achievements, even if they do not lead to immediate success. It means encouraging employees to embrace challenges and view failures as learning opportunities rather than setbacks. As a leader, you can foster a growth mindset by setting the tone and encouraging your employees to take risks, stretch beyond their comfort zones, and think outside of the box. When you lead with a growth mindset, you can help your team develop and thrive while improving your organization's performance and culture.
We hope this video gave you practical strategies to create a high-performance culture in your business. If you would like to go deeper on the topic, we would love to help with Beyond Productivity, our exclusive experience that evolves your team's body and mind to redefine performance and fulfillment. If you would like to learn more, just book a call with Linda and me from our Calendly link in the description or go to beyondsapiens.co. We are very much looking forward to connecting with you.
And if you want to gain innovative ideas and solutions to increase productivity in your business, please subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss our weekly research-based videos. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next week.